When my wife Liana and I moved into Crestwood Estates, we thought we'd found our forever home. The neighborhood was quiet, the streets were lined with cherry trees, and the houses looked like they were plucked straight out of a magazine. We were excited, especially since the house was one Liana had personally overseen the restoration of, through her firm, Luna Property Group. She doesn't brag, so I'll do it for her. Liana is a real estate powerhouse. She owns a portfolio of over 24 commercial and residential properties across the state. She started with nothing, just her dad's old truck, a YouTube degree in home renovation, and relentless drive. 10 years later, she's giving keynote speeches at real estate conferences and mentoring young women in the industry. But when she's at home, she dresses simply: jeans, sneakers, and a messy bun. Apparently, that didn't sit well with Karen. Karen is the HOA president in Crestwood Estates, the self-appointed gatekeeper of neighborhood standards. She has a permanent sour expression and a clipboard that never leaves her side. The moment we arrived, she made it clear she was skeptical about us. On moving day, Liana was directing the movers, making sure the antique credenza wasn't scratched, and I was inside wrangling boxes. That's when it happened. Karen marched over and said, loud enough for the neighbors to hear, "Excuse me, ma'am, this area is for residents only. Delivery people should stay by the curb." Liana blinked. "I am a resident. I live here." Karen narrowed her eyes. "I find that hard to believe." That's when I stepped out and joined them. "Is there a problem?" Karen turned to me, relaxing slightly. "Oh, just making sure everything stays orderly. We have standards, you know. This isn't exactly a rental area." I felt Liana's hand gently touch my arm. She smiled, tight-lipped but calm. "No worries," she said. "We're here to raise those standards." Karen scoffed and walked away. Later that week, Liana decided to introduce herself more formally. She printed elegant invitations for a casual Saturday afternoon open house, snacks, wine, and a tour of the renovated home. It was tasteful, not flashy. She personally delivered one to Karen, who sniffed and said, "We'll see if we have time." Saturday came. Almost the entire cul-de-sac showed up. Everyone was impressed with the renovations: exposed beams, refinished floors, solar roofing, and a backyard that looked like a magazine spread. Karen showed up an hour late, alone, with a barely disguised scowl. But that changed quickly when she overheard one of the guests ask Liana, "Is this another Luna property project?" "Oh yes," Liana said, smiling. "This one's personal. I oversaw the acquisition and the full restoration." Karen blinked. "Luna property? As in the development group?" Liana nodded. "I founded it. This is actually the 15th home I've worked on in this region. But this is the first I get to live in." Karen's face paled. "Oh, I didn't realize. I assumed that I didn't belong?" Liana asked, gently but firmly. "It's okay. Happens all the time." There was a long pause. Karen muttered something about appreciating good taste and quickly left. The next week, Liana was unanimously voted into the HOA board by the same neighbors who Karen had once monopolized. She didn't campaign for it. People just wanted someone who actually understood homes. Now, Karen doesn't make many rounds anymore. Instead, Liana gets thank you notes from neighbors asking for tips on boosting their home's value. Funny how quickly people change once they realize who they're talking to.